Oklahoma State and Central Michigan coming up in the season opener, and I'm looking forward to seeing guys in game action for the first time that we've been talking about for at least a month. Mason Rudolph had 3 starts a year ago, and there's been high hopes and momentum on the offensive side of the football ever since.
But you got to be ready. This is a trap game. Mike Gundy knows it. You have a lot of young guys that have come on the road for the first time.
We're at Kelly Short Stadium in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. It's the 2015 season opener on a Thursday night. On 2nd and 11, throws near side. It's intercepted by Tre Flowers.
Walsh will keep it, and Walsh is in for a touchdown.
He has all day. Now he can scramble. He'll run to his right, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he bounces his way into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Aitman going up top and ripping it away from Armstead for a touchdown.
Oklahoma State wins its season opener here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan.
Welcome to the Cowboy Football Roundup with head coach Mike Gundy. The season is underway in 2015, and the Cowboys are off to a 1-0 start thanks to a 24-13 victory on the road at Central Michigan. Coach Gundy, I guess just some thoughts on your opening night win.
We played good, good enough to go up there and win. We have to improve in a lot of areas, which we knew that going in. We knew that that there would be some things that we needed to work on. We were unsure, but for the most part, we were pleased with our football team.
Let's go right to the first half highlights, and those first half highlights are brought to you by Mercy. Mount Pleasant, Michigan, the destination. A lot of rain, 2 inches of rain on game day. Thankfully, it let up before the contest, but it's sort of a strange day and strange couple of hours leading into the contest, Coach.
It really was. This is early in the game there, and great job by Tre jumping to the flat and then coming back underneath the curl route and put us in a great position. And he steps under the ball there, but it was pressure was put on by Ryan Simmons. Ryan Simmons was in the quarterback's face, made him get rid of the ball. We should have scored a touchdown right there. And they held us to a field goal, but the snap wasn't very good there. It was a great job by Reber on that hold. And Ben kicked it right down the middle, but we should have punched that in. We didn't do it. Maybe could have changed the thought process in the game. Here they went to a little trick play on second down, and didn't work out well for them with Vincent. Stayed home. I think they were trying to get him to jump the fly sweep guy. We were able to get the ball back, and here's Mason on a little play action pass, and getting the ball, I believe, to Seals on that play.
Moving into the second quarter, game tied, drive continues, and Chris Carson making his first collegiate start, his first game at OSU.
Yeah, and right there, see, he's one step away, and I think as the season goes on, I think that he'll avoid that last guy, and he'll have that extra step to get us a big play right there. JW comes in on the goal line with one of the packages that we have for him, and really difficult to stop him down there in that essentially option offense. Nice play by Ramon Richards right there on the power pass. I was standing right there on the sideline. That could have been a big play for them. Good punt here by Zach. First game for him punting for us. He had one punt that was very average. The rest of them were really good. They brought 8-man pressure twice. You don't see it a lot, and he handled it well, and our protection was good. Cover units were good. Darian Daniels, true freshman. I was excited to see him get in and play. He's one of the guys we talked about, made some good plays for us. Looking forward to his career. Here we go up top with Aitman. Aitman has had a good offseason, had a good preseason. 6'4", 215 pounds. Should be able to use his body and his length. Really nice route there, nice ball. And as the season goes on, he needs to make that catch and run in the end zone.
It's late in the first half, 10-3, big defensive stop.
Sure. They did a really nice job down there. We were good on the run all night.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we wanted to do. As I mentioned earlier, the quarterback was, they're trying to drag a tight end across the field there on third down and roll one way and throw the other, and we defended it very well. The team was coached on that particular play. And they kick it, and it's 10-6 at the half.
We come back, we take a look at the second half highlights. Our highlights, by the way, brought to you by Mercy. We're back on the Cowboy Football Roundup with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy, and let's just jump right into the second half highlights of Oklahoma State's 24-13 victory over Central Michigan in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. As we take a look at the second half highlights, you see the score has changed. Central Michigan scored on the first possession of the second half to take the lead.
They did, and we went to a little play action pass there with a scissors route with Glidden in the post, and nice throw, nice catch. They were in a hurry up tempo offense, flipping the ball out in the flat to Seals. Same thing here, spread out offense, get the ball out to Glidden, a nice throw, nice catch and run. Now we're down near the red zone. Another play action pass. Mason sees him covered down and takes off and runs. This is a really good football play for us. And the fact that he's not a runner, but he's shown signs of being very elusive and productive. Their quarterback did the same thing, and Mason looked a lot like him running. And it was a good play for us, a big play, and adds a threat to the offense. And it's difficult for the defense to defend a quarterback that's willing to run down the field and get productive yards. A big, big play for us at that time.
Rudolph went 3 for 3 passing on that drive for 50 yards and had the 21-yard touchdown run. The ensuing kickoff, he had good kick coverage the entire night, Coach.
Well, if you look at that group, the guys that are on there, you have Tucker and Averett, and you have Lampkin right there, and then eventually Peterson will be on there. And you have some experienced players, makes a big difference. We need to tackle better right there, but we were in decent position because of him slowing everybody down, but I think that was Stearns or Tre. Nice play right there by Jimmy Bean, I'm guessing. Bean was the defensive player of the game, voted by our coaches. Come back and on the goal line, tough running yards here. This is one of the plays that I like from Chris. Really should have been stopped behind the line, but ended up getting 5 yards. Dropped his pads, broke a tackle. Nice job there with Mason stepping up in the pocket and coming underneath to Chris. Chris made a nice catch for a first down on 3rd and 5. Then another quick play again, hit the ball or drilled it in there to Glidden.
Glidden, in fact, led your team 5 catches for 71 yards. You had 11 different guys make a catch.
Sure. Really signs of maturity right there by Mason. 3rd and 5, covered downfield, found his check down, made a nice throw to Carson, and he made the catch and turned up the field.
Seemed like Carson picked up steam as the night went along.
He did, and these are the things that we need to do as an offense. We talked about distributing the ball the way it needed to be, and that's a good example of finding a check down receiver. Here's a draw play to Rennie. Okay, Rennie needs to touch the ball more. The way the night went, he didn't touch the ball enough. 20 didn't get the ball enough, but we're gonna look forward to that in the next game. Again, run defense is really good there. Good play by Big Vince and Burton coming from the backside.
That was a big defensive stop there, that sequence, because Central Michigan was moving and you got them stopped, and the defense seemed to take over the game the last quarter and a half.
And a nice pass rush here by Jimmy Bean up the field, coming back underneath and not allowing the quarterback to slide up and make a play. A big sack there. Good play for us. Back at it, running the football. Good job here, pushing forward, getting some tough yards there by Chris.
This is the beginning of the big touchdown drive to start the 4th quarter where you're able to run it and throw it. And there's Mason Rudolph again showing his rushing ability on a big 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 they covered, and they brought pressure, 6-man pressure, which means that if a quarterback gets out and scrambles, it's difficult, and he did a nice job there taking care of the ball and getting 11 yards. Coming back to the running game, here's a nice move by Chris, a good spin move, and some tough yards there, a lot of running for 10 yards. And you see the movement there and things that I'm looking forward to that he can bring to the table.
Big run there by Carson in his debut. Busy night for him. He had 21 catches, and the drive continues. And a great catch by Glidden over the middle.
Play action pass, ball thrown a little bit low, but Glidden makes the play. Quick throw out here in the flat, and he didn't get it. The ball slipped out. And great job by number 60, Crabtree, coming back and getting that ball, because we're going to lose it.
Yeah, Greg Atkins, the offensive line coach, at the end of practice, they sort of play a hot potato where guys work on recovering fumbles, offensive linemen.
It worked out good there. Nice play here by Mason. One of the few times that our snaps weren't really good, and he didn't panic. He reacted, picked the ball up, made a play. And you know what's funny? More times than not, that'll happen because the defense sees the ball on the ground, they get out of position.
Really?
It happens. You watch games and there's a bad snap, and then the quarterback ends up making a play because defense gets out of position. You don't want to plan on it, but if it happens, it's a good thing.
Well, and that's a huge pickup there. And Austin Hayes makes a big grab there, and the drive continues, and Marcel Aitman finishes it off.
Yeah, we have a double post concept, and the safety flattened out with the inside receiver. And Mason saw where Aitman was and put the ball where it needed to be, up top, and let him go up and use his body and make a play. That's what we need out of Aitman. He's got to go up and use his rebounding ability. And, you know, once he gets up there and stretches those big arms out, those long arms, it's an advantage for our football team.
Strange as it sounds, that was his 46th career catch, and that was his first touchdown.
Wow, I didn't know that. I'll have to talk to him about that tomorrow.
Sorry, I just got him in trouble.
Good coverage here. Hunter was in good position. They went up to try to make the play, but he's right there, stride for stride.
And the good thing here is late, even though you end up missing the field goal, you took about 6 minutes of time off the clock. Just burn the game out, so to speak.
Nice catch by Shepard there, nice throw by Mason. We're able to run the ball here, you know, again, another 5 yards. Bring JW in on a 3rd and 1 and gets us a good gain, about 15 there, downhill on the power play.
Were you pleased at the dynamics of what happened offensively and how the defense reacted when you put JW out there?
Yes, and we knew they would, you know, because everybody has so much respect for him. Went back to the draw there. This was one of the plays I was talking about, Dave, where he was able to jump outside. There wasn't anything there based on the twist up front, but he's able to jump outside and get 12 yards. Those are the plays that we have to have. You know, Dez was tremendous for us last year, but we don't get that from him. We didn't have that opportunity for him to do that. Defense is in a prevent for the most part right here, and we get a sack. A really good job there, putting pressure on him and making plays.
One of 4 sacks for Oklahoma State on the night, finishing this game off. And Emmanuel Ogbah, who obviously one of the top players in America at his position, he ended up with a strong night as well. And you close out the deal, Coach, 24-13, road win at a school that had been to 6 bowl games in the last 9 seasons. We come back. We hear the players' side when it comes to some of the big plays in the game. A new feature, Allison Gappa with a couple of the Cowboys after these messages. Welcome back to the Cowboy Football Roundup with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy. Tre Flowers made a big play early in the game that set up the Cowboys' first score, and Allison Gappa is standing by with Tre.
Thanks, Dave. I'm here with Tre Flowers, who had his first career interception against Central Michigan. And we've got the highlights here for you. Just kind of take me through what's happening in this play. What's going through your mind?
Well, we've been repping all our plays there in camp and everything, and Coach put in a new defense for us, and it's kind of made for us to make plays. I'm just glad I did it.
Yeah, following the quarterback's eyes on this play?
Yes, a lot. I mean, I got in trouble a lot during camp. I'm just glad it worked out.
And your guys' motto for defense is we're taking it back, and you obviously took it back. And how cool is that moment?
It feels good. You know, it's like a sign of relief, but our goal is to get 5 a game, and we only got 1 this game, so we come this week hungrier. And
along with this, you had 6 tackles. What clicked for you on the field this game?
Just film study. You know, they did a lot. They did a lot that they showed on tape last year, and some stuff they didn't do, but it's just the feel of the game. I feel like I'm more experienced and motivated this year, so I just can't wait.
Now joined by receiver Marcel Aitman, who had his first career touchdown against Central Michigan, and we've got the play right here. Kind of take me through what's happening for you.
Well, this is actually a play call that was designed to my side. It was ex-post, and so I knew the ball was supposed to come to me, and I just tried to run my best route and score my first career touchdown.
And you had 4 receptions, one of them a 49-yard catch. What really clicked for you in this game?
I just tried to be helpful to my team. You know, I just tried to go out there and make plays that was called to my side and, you know, just play.
Yeah, all right. Well, thanks so much for talking to us, Marcel. Dave, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
The Cowboy Football Roundup with head coach Mike Gundy continues after these messages.
Welcome to the making of the 2015 Cowboy Football intro video. I'm Allison Gappa, and we're taking you behind the scenes on the shoot that gets thousands of OSU fans pumped before every home game. The video is produced in-house by Orange Power Studios. Let's go take a look.
2, 1.
This time, no clapping. You're just, the whole time, you're just nice and tough.
never really felt so much pressure putting on my, or tying up my cleats as I did with the camera right in front of me for that, but it's been fun so far.
It's crazy, really, because, I mean, it's my first time doing something like this. Like, my first time actually doing all these cameras here, so it's crazy just, like, seeing myself up there, looking at myself getting ready for a game. I mean, it just gets me so psyched and pumped and get ready to go out there.
I was so excited. I actually remember last time I put on these pads, I put them on again. I kind of felt like I was getting juiced up to go play, but it would just take some pictures. They see the intro video, they see the pregame hype videos, they see all that stuff, and they love it. So it's fun for the fans, and it's fun for us to do it.
The 2015 intro video will play for the first time in front of a rowdy Boone Pickens Stadium at the home opener against Central Arkansas on Saturday.
Back for a final time on the Cowboy Football Roundup with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy and the home opener, Central Arkansas, coming to Boone Pickens Stadium. If one thing that gets your attention about them, I would guess, they played Texas Tech very tough last year in the season opener in 2014 in Lubbock.
Their scheme is good with what they do. It always gives you issues. And our players, they understand that. You know, we got to be prepared each week, and we have to have a good plan. They do a lot of unbalanced and motioning receivers and motioning backs, and so they're going to try to create some uncertainty. But it'll be fun to play at home and get out there for the home crowd. We need to have a lot of excitement and let the defense take control of the game.
Well, you can bet the fans at Boone Pickens Stadium will be getting after it. Finally, the home opener coming on September 12th this year as the Cowboys face Central Arkansas. Coach Gundy and I will break down that game on our next show. For our entire crew, I'm Dave Hunziker. Thanks for watching. See you next week.